What's up guys? So this is my first video recording myself just holding the camera. I've never done this before and I was recording this video for about a minute and I stopped recording because I messed it up. But anyway, there's these surfers here, there's like 4 of them right there. And they're probably not looking at me, and if they are looking at me, they probably don't even care. But I'm kind of self-conscious about what they're probably thinking of me if they see me holding my camera the way I'm holding it. And think about it. Think about why that is. Why do I care what somebody else thinks of me holding my camera? Well, because when I would see someone holding their camera, I would judge them. So I immediately assume that these guys are judging me in a bad way. They could be judging me in a good way, thinking, what's this guy thinking about? What's this video about? This looks interesting, right? But I'm taking it in the worst way possible because I would judge someone in the worst way possible when it would happen to me. So that's something to keep in mind. Anyway, I want to share an experience that happened with me today with you guys. And I think it'll give you a good breakdown on, your whole beliefs and why it's important to make sure you believe in what you're trying to achieve. Because if you don't believe in what you're trying to achieve, you'll never achieve it. And I fell into this trap today. It's like a negative spiral of a negative thought loop spiral. And I explained to you what it was. So every few days, I post a screenshot on my Instagram story, and it's of the last 30 days, how many views I got. And it goes up over time, obviously, because I don't know, my videos just do a bit better over time. And this one was, I think, 750,000 views in the past month, which isn't anything crazy. But I just posted it on my story, as I usually do. And my friend, and I'll say his name's Seth. He's got more followers than me, and he's doing better than me on social media. And he replied to it, and he said, hey bro, just so you know, you shouldn't worry about views. You should focus on talking about personal stuff and trying to relate to your audience, which is completely true. I completely agree with it. And I really appreciated his advice. And we talked for a while in the DMs, and he told me some more things. And I took a lot away from the conversation, and it was good. But, which was totally fine, nothing wrong from his end. But in my own head, I kind of spiraled. But why was I spiraling? Because it made me suddenly think oh, am I capable of doing this? Am I capable of being a content creator? He wasn't criticizing me. He was just giving me constructive criticism. But I let it taint my beliefs. I let it affect my beliefs of who I thought I was. And like this video right here, I'm holding this camera and there's people surfing right there. And they're probably looking at me. And I'm thinking in my head, oh, this is so stupid. Why am I doing this? But this is the whole point, right? You can't let anything else affect your beliefs of who you think you are or who you're trying to become. Because at the end of the day, it's all within your control. It's all within how you perceive what people think of you, how you perceive what people tell you, the meaning you take away from it, and how you let that affect your beliefs, right? So these guys watching me surf, or these guys watching me record a video, they're probably not even watching me. I'm just in my head about it, right? And it's entirely within my control. Everything is within your control. Your reality is within your control. If you believe that you can achieve something and it's physically possible, you can achieve it. And I say this in pretty much every single video I say this. And I'm going to keep saying it in every single video because I honestly think that is the biggest theme of what I've been learning recently. Because, I was in my room. I've been in my room for the past 2 months, just making videos and really deep diving into my brain and sitting there and thinking and making videos. And what has the whole battle taught me? Well, all it's taught me is pretty much, I sit there, I make some videos in my room, I look at the views, and maybe the views don't do well. And then I get in this battle in my head of oh, am I going to be able to make it? Am I going to be able to become a successful creator? Am I going to be able to build a personal brand? Am I going to see any success in my life? And I get in my head. But at the end of the day, it's literally just me versus me in my head. Nothing else is happening. If you think about it, you're supposed to get low views when you start a personal brand. You're not supposed to see success straight away. I might not see any success for another year. Who knows, right? But it's just me versus me. My brain is taking the amount of views that I'm getting and thinking, oh, this isn't good enough. And I'm allowing it to affect my belief of who I'm trying to become. If you want to change your life, if you want to change the way you live, if you want to achieve new goals, you're going to have new beliefs. And those beliefs are going to bring you new actions, right? And those actions can come in the form of thoughts as well. I feel like everybody thinks that maybe an action is a physical form of thought, but it starts with the thought, right? If I see those views on the screen that are low, and then immediately in my head I think, oh, this means I'll never be successful, then I've cut the action off from ever occurring, right? Same thing right now. I could pussy out and not record this video with me holding the camera with 5 surfers in the background who probably aren't even watching me, right? But if I did, what would I be telling myself? I wouldn't be aligning with the belief that, oh, I'm capable of becoming a creator. I'm capable of building a personal brand. I would be aligning with the belief of people are judging me and I'm too scared to do this. So that's my point. If you have a new belief, that's great. You need to have a new belief. You need to believe that you can achieve your goals, of course. But when you believe that you can achieve your goals, then you need to take actions in line with those new beliefs. And it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a wall of fear, because that's why you are the way you are. That's why you are who you are, right? Because it's easier to just stay in line with the identity you already have, because taking a new identity is fearful. Creating a new identity is hard and uncomfortable, right? And when you're faced with situations like this, for example, I keep bringing up this particular situation because it's the one I'm in right now. But yeah, I'm in my head, I'm worried. Oh, what do these people think of me while they're on their surfboards? Like, are they looking at me? Do they think I'm cringe? Blah, 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 right? And that's the old me trying to put its thoughts into my mind. That's the old me trying to hold me back. But I can't listen to that old version of me, right? I have to listen to the new version of me with the new beliefs that I have. And my new beliefs say, film this video, it's gonna look cool in this background, and you're gonna be next to these houses, which is what I'm getting to. I'm gonna get to it at the end. But yeah, it's all a battle in your own mind. No one really cares about you. No one is really sitting there putting much thought into their brain about you. It's all a battle with your own beliefs in your head. And once you understand that everything is within your control, all your beliefs are within your control, the way you interact with the outside world is in your control. Because maybe these guys are judging me, and let's say one of them was so judgmental that he got out of the water and swam over to me and said, "Hey bro, you're an idiot. You're a dumb guy. Stop recording this video. Like, you're gonna fail, blah, blah, blah." Which would never happen, right? But let's say it did happen. It would be up to me to relate to that guy, right? I would then be relating with the outside world. I would have to change my relation to the external experience, right? So yes, he may have said that. And then my first response might be, oh, he's right. I'm gonna fail, blah, blah, blah. Or I can respond with, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just judging me, blah, 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 right? But do you see what I'm saying? It's all still within your control. There is nothing outside of your control. Everything that happens outside of your mind, it is up to you how you relate to that. Do you allow that to confirm your belief that you're trying to create? Or do you allow that to deny your belief you're trying to create? So today, this morning, when my friend gave me advice, it kind of denied my belief that I was trying to have. But whose fault was it? It wasn't his fault. It was my fault. It was my fault of choosing those negative thoughts, because he tells me this like criticism, or this constructive criticism, and then I align with the thoughts of, oh, like this means I'm going to fail, and I just allow it to spiral, right? And I'm choosing these thoughts and I'm allowing them to spiral. So you can't do that. You have to be very careful with how you relate to the outside world. That is my point. Anyway, the whole reason I'm even standing here on this cliff here in Warrierwood Beach, if you guys watching this may know where Warrierwood Beach is, but these houses here, these are my dream houses. I really want to own one of these houses here, and I will own one of these houses here. Do you see the way I'm speaking about myself? Do you see how I'm saying I will own one of these houses, or I hope I own one of these houses one day? You need to believe that it's possible. So this video has been about your beliefs, right? And this video is now going to be a testimony to maybe in 1 or 2 years time when I do own one of these houses right here. And then we can look back on this video and be like, wow, it was true. So my point is, you have to believe in yourself. No one is going to believe in you for you. Then you have to relate to the outside world from a different perspective. You have to change your relationship to the outside world, because if you keep relating to your external environment the same way you've been relating to it your whole life, then you'll never change. You'll be stuck in the same spot forever, right? And then it's just you versus you. If you recognize that the external world does not have an influence on your outcomes in life, and you recognize that it's just you versus your brain, versus your relationship to the external world, well, then you're accepting the battle against yourself, and then that's all it is. There's an old you who wants to stay with those thoughts, stay with those beliefs, stay with the past actions you've always been taking, and there's a you that wants to change and grow. So it's up to you to basically fight that old version of you. Not fight him, but just don't listen to him, because he's going to put thoughts into your mind where you're going to be like, That's very convincing. That sounds like something that I would normally do. That sounds like something I would normally agree with. That sounds like an action that I would normally take, right? But that's the old you. You need to ignore that guy and create a new version of yourself to change your life. Thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.